I wanted to, because I want to make the traveler like me again, because obviously he doesn't, and that's why he didn't come save me. So I'm going to use this 2 weeks to scout out all of the temples to the other gods. And really, see the guard schedules and the pre-schedules and try to sneak in. And I'll probably enlist the help of Not here.
I'll help you.
Because you're good at sneaking.
Sure.
And then...
Well, we do have something we could...
This is true.
Okay. We got you something.
Before we do this will be extra helpful for you.
What is it? I don't like this. Is it something? Is it made of dead people?
Just check it out.
Made of paper.
So nicely wrapped. It's so tiny.
Well, imagine it's a lot bigger than that.
It's tiny. It's just a small cube. Oh, look. It says, "To the bravest rouge we've ever met." From your friendly...
It does say rouge, doesn't
No,
it?
it says rogue. I'm fucking with you. From your friendly neighborhood healers. You guys can heal? It's a cloak! Wow! It looks so cool and fancy.
Put it on. I bet it changes size when you put it on, because most magical things do.
I will put it on and spend some time with it.
Okay. You're able to attune to it and gain the benefits of Cloak of Elvenkind.
Okay. And then we're going to go and try to sneak in and really.
Well, you have to decide which ones you're going to do. They're for
How much time do we have? What?
How much do I owe you for this?
You owe us nothing.
It's a gift.
You have nothing.
Tons of money.
Alrighty.
Way more than I'll ever spend.
So there is the Raven's Den, which sits near the ossuary
I
gates.
already fucked with that one.
Alrighty. There is the Hearth of the Allhammer, which you messed with as well a little bit during the festival. There is, there's the Valley Archive of the Cobalt Soul. While it is both an archive, it is also a temple to the Annoying Mistress. There is the King's Hall, which is the center of law, and of course that's where the law master is. You've spoken with a couple of times. That's where you've done your jobs off the task board. That's all.
There's a lot of guards
That's also
there.
the law barrack. Yeah, there's a lot of guards there. There's the Platinum House, which is a temple to the Platinum Dragon. That also exists in the Innerstead Sprawl.
Okay.
Not too far from Steam's Respite, which is the bathhouse.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
then-
let's do that one because it's close to the bathhouse.
Which one is that? Which god?
The Platinum Dragon.
Platinum Dragon.
All right, that seems right. What are we going to do to it?
There's also in the Signet Wall, which is the military district, there is the Shrine of the Dawn, which is to the Dawn Father. But that's also it's up to you.
Well, that's just fitting, isn't it? No, I'm going to do the Platinum Dragon because it's next to the bathhouse.
Okay, Platinum House it is.
We're trying to destroy this place?
No.
Paint it?
What does it look like?
So as you approach, this beautiful but small white building is draped in deep blue tapestries, while a reflective kind of mirrored sphere sits atop the roof during the day. I think you've passed by and seen it before when you were traversing the city. Are you going for a day or nighttime?
We're just checking it out during the day, like we're visitors.
Okay. But the inside is just open archways and floor spaces that are made available for worship, but also used for meditation, and there are a few folks in there that are just quietly, eyes closed, taking in the atmosphere of the interior. There's areas for reading, and there's areas for napping and sleeping. It's a very kind of the Bahamut worshipping that goes on in places that you've seen on the Menagerie Coast. This one is a little more new agey than you're used to. About noonish when you arrive, there is a sermon beginning where there is appears to be the Herald of the House, which is a silver-scaled dragonborn. In his older years, he looks very tired and as withered as a dragonborn can through their silver scales. He's in the process of giving this very deeply empowering speech about the majesty
of Bahamut bestows upon us the knowledge and the grace in which we can be beacons of truth and justice in a world that wishes to swallow all with chaos. Together. But yeah, so that the midday stakeout appears to go well.
Okay.
What do you wish to do?
How often does he come back? I mean,
He's there most of the day, and then in the evening he appears to go nap somewhere within the Platinum
and
House.
then he gives his sermon during the next day and the next day. We scouted it out a couple days in a row to really get the feel for the guards.
Make an investigation check just to
With
facilitate.
advantage, 'cause not helping me?
Sure.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
H. Macy. 9.
All right.
9.
There's a couple entrances, some hallways.
Wow.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to take some of the firecrackers we got from Hupper Duke. And I want to set them off during his sermon.
Okay.
And then I want to, but I'm going to invoke duplicity so it looks like I'm actually still there listening to the sermon. And then while that's happening, but I'm also a disguised self, so I also want to look like somebody else while it's happening so nobody can trace it back to me.
That sounds complicated.
This is really good stuff. And then I want to run over to, is there a big statue of Platinum Dragon?
There is in the center, yeah. It's not built in the floor. It's actually held aloft in the central kind of dome archway, right beneath that glowing dome at the top is. Where at nighttime, as you've seen it emits this kind of faint white glow, and it's kind of this beacon in the middle of the darkened city, aside from the various bitches of torchlight that
really
hit the
pretty.
streets. But beneath it, beneath this dome, you see the large carved, looks almost like a pure platinum, but it's probably a polished silver statue of the dragon, wings outstretched, looking down over the chambers, and hovers about 15 feet off the ground, where all the rest of the folks gather for the sermon and or just to sit there to meditate and pray and worship.
This is a really bad time to do this because there's lots of people around. Can I do it at night? Is there less people at night? Would I
There are less
learn at
people at
least
night.
that much?
Yeah, at night there are less people.
Okay, I come back a second time after setting out the fireworks. Now the next time.
We're here again.
It's right.
All right.
This time I'm coming prepared with my paints and like a mustache,
Your anarchist group.
an anarchist,
So what's
a
the
couple brochures for the traveler,
Sure.
and like I steal Cad's straw hat that he bought. Sorry, and yeah, we're gonna make the Platinum Dragon look like a really cool farmer.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So we're just gonna mess with the statue.
yeah, that's what I do. Is it
And what if
stupid or
someone
something?
comes in? We just kill everyone in the place.
No, if somebody comes in, you need to distract them, okay? So don't let anybody see me, because this might take a while.
Exploding arrow.
So I'm the distraction and the
You're
lookout.
the distraction. I also invoke duplicity to where it looks like I'm still there on the outside, and I can also be hanging out with you, so you don't look so like, just a random
All
person.
right.
All right, so what do you disguise yourself to be?
The old woman that was in the other one, yeah.
Okay. All right, so as you guys approach in the evening together, are you disguising yourself as well?
Oh, no, you know what I should disguise myself as? The sermon guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jester now taking the elderly form of a silver-scaled, very well-respected herald of the house, Kumas. You approach the temple, we'll say a few hours after sundown, to where the interest in worship tends to fade as folks go back to home, and there are a few, at this point it's mostly just a few caretakers that watch it through the night, and some lost souls that have found their way there in the evening when they need guidance.
Get them out.
They're in there?
Yeah, like distract them and make them go away.
All right. I'll do my best.
Oh, go, you know what you should say? Say that the sermon guy, whoever I am, tell them I need some quiet time in the temple.
All right. I'll disguise myself using disguise person or disguise self.
Yeah.
As just an elderly gnomish woman. And I'll wander into the temple, I guess. Pardon me. all patrons, I have a request from the Holy Father himself that we vacate the premises. They have to refresh all the holy water. It's good every 30 days. And wouldn't you know it? Today's that day. So just out of the pool for just a few minutes. And then when it's all refreshed, we'll come and you can come right back in. Just a break. I want to take a break.
Make a deception check with disadvantage because you didn't even use his name. You didn't. That I've said twice.
Holy fuck.
Lord Savior.
Natural 20, natural 20.
Okay, not bad. Even better. This is what?
Deception.
Oh
Deception.
no. That's a -3.
Oh.
Still,
-3 to your deception?
Oh, you really should have taken that potion beforehand.
the one that you stole from me?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
That's a 13. Disadvantage -3.
That's-
Still got pretty good.
Okay. It looks like of the 6 individuals that are here, there are 2 that actually are of the temple. And there are 4 that are just here meditation or just kind of, one looks like a young man, like he might be just on hard times and like has like, tear marks on his face, or he may have been just like looking up to the statue and like and reveling. And the 4 people that were just attending see you and kind of, and they get up and start gathering their things. The 2 that work the temple are kind of confused, look at each other and look at you and begin to walk towards you.
What are they carrying? Weapons of any sort, or
No,
vestments, or
no, they're wearing they're wearing tabards almost that are mostly a silver white color with the symbol of Bahamut, like the blue with the silver dragon. But they're simply dressed. They're just the caretakers of the temple, low-level priests of the Platinum Dragon. And as they approach, one of them looks to be maybe a mid-30s human male, kind of male pattern baldness, looks like a large portion of his shorter blonde hair. The other one appears to be half-elven man as well. He looks younger, but looks to be deceiving with half-elves. They both approach with a somewhat concerned look, and the half-elf speaks up first and goes, I'm sorry, you said that the Holy Father needs the room cleared.
I come up from behind.
is there anything around us like donation jars or anything around us? I don't know how churches work, guys.
Make a perception check.
Do they have like a ticket taker?
A giant thermometer.
14.
14. Looking around, there are bowls throughout the room that appear to, most of them appear to be empty. A few of them have a few knickknacks kind of thrown in there. Either they may have been things that people left as kind of a gift or an offering. Few copper, one of them have a silver. You don't see any other boxes. It looks like they're just they're cleared out fairly frequently. So,
If there's one close to me, I would like to cast Mage Hand and grab it.
okay. Just double checking if Mage Hand has.
I'm sure I will drop my form.
Disguise Self remains to cast it.
Good.
However, Mage Hand, if I recall, may have.
It's an action to use and a bonus, or action to make it.
Correct, but it's
appear.
verbal and somatic. So they will, as they're approaching, you look back and forth, and they begin. Has been casting a spell. So as this is happening, they both go.
No, I step up from behind, not just. Thank you, dear. My assistant did as I asked. I really just needed some quiet time alone in the temple tonight.
I wasn't aware you had an assistant.
I just hired her.
make a deception check.
Oh, God.
Come on.
16?
16. One of them goes, "Oh, of course. My apologies, Your Grace." And the human leaves. The half elf still seems dubious. I'm Your Grace. You seem to be rather weary. Perhaps I should stay and just make sure you need help.
I need some quiet time.
I'll be quiet.
With no. No.
I think what His Holiness is trying to convey is that he will be going on a spiritual journey. And there's only room on that train for one dude.
Scoot on out. Scoot it.
Of course, Your Grace. And the half elf leaves, but his eyes don't deviate. And he appears to leave the room.
That was perfect.
I think that went really.
That went really well.
Yes.
All right? Okay.
Yes.
You stand right here.
I'm going to watch the door. They all went out the front door?
Well, there's like open archways that lead down long hallways, and they all appear to have left the hallways.
I'm going to invoke duplicity. And I'm going to make it look like he's, kneeling down in the doorway, like praying. And then I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna start painting out the platinum dragon.
Okay, so you evoked Placids there, and the platinum dragon is about 15 feet up.
Yeah, climb on up. And start painting.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
We're gonna be busting you out of jail.
Yeah.
That's a 22.
22. Using very minute ledges that are carved out of the various temple pillars that hold up and maintain the weight of the beautiful archways that mark the top part of the temple. You kind of like tiny rock climb with that finger strength that only Jester has in this whole room setup, and make your way up carefully. 1, 2, leap, and then grab onto the platinum dragon. It kind of like hangs back and forth a bit, and you can now see what you can't see from far down is there are 2 sets of chains that hold it aloft up in the temple. It is actually free hanging, and now you're kind of rocking back and forth.
Ooh, you know what? I could just knock this down. That could be really good too.
That would be faster. I'm going to hide just in one of the pews.
I start climbing up
Make
and
make a stealth check.
I want to paint it. Like I want to kind of paint it like rainbow colors. I feel like that would be a really nice addition for the platinum dragon.
Okay, so you begin painting rainbow colors and pulling out all your various pigments, and just the platinum begins to give way to a technicolor vomit nightmare.
With a mustache.
Okay.
And a straw hat.
Okay, as you're getting to the mustache, you hear what sounds like many, many footfalls approaching, and a voice saying, yeah, just this way. I
drop down and run.
Okay, so you just, as he's in the middle of talking, make an acrobatics check, because it's a 15-foot drop.
21.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, a 3-point landing, middle. But you're still.
I'm still the dragon.
Yeah, but there's also the invoked duplicity of him there. So there's one there. Goes, that's the. What?
And I run.
They give chase. They just go after whoever that is. And there are now 5 Crown's Guard. And two members of the house giving chase down one of the hallways. Giving a full.
Was there an exit? Exit. Looking for an exit.
Make a perception check. Look around you as this is happening rather rapidly.
Oh, God, I'm going to follow and from behind.
Okay.
23.
23. All right. As you're rushing down, you look and you can see there's 2 open doorways. One of them appears to be of dark interior. The other appears to lead to some sort of candlelight. And pardon me, the hall's coming to an end ahead of you. Right or left? Which way are you going?
Wait, say that again.
To the left of you, there's 2 open doorways. One is dark on the inside, the other seems to have candlelight from the interior.
Dark.
All right, so you duck into the dark
It's like
room.
a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, the footfalls are coming faster behind you, and you're noticing that they're drawing weapons, and one of them appears to be pulling out some sort of like a bead out of their pocket. That's all you notice.
Okay. I'm gonna scream. as loud as I can
Okay.
from behind them and just scream, "Oh my God, he's dead!"
Peak critical roll.
Okay, well, they all immediately stop and look behind at you.
How many are there?
There's 5 Crown's Guard and then 2 members of the church.
Okay. I'm hiding in the room.
Make a
Stealth check.
stealth check, please.
Okay.
It's like at least 4 stars on Grand Theft Auto.
So far,
Yeah.
19.
Beauregard.
Okay, you think you may be hidden. They turn and look at you. What?
He stopped breathing. He's back there. Didn't you see him?
Make a deception check.
God. That's a 9.
The as they're all looking, the one that had the bead goes and throws it your direction.
Oh no.
It's just a marble.
Dodge it! Dodge it!
I'll try.
All right, so that's an 18 to
That
hit.
hits.
Okay. Let me look this up again. I wasn't expecting it
There's
to
no
go this
save,
way.
right?
I'm gonna double check. All right.
Just stuck in bubble.
Explorers.
Yeah.
Prisoner.
Explorers.
Actually, yeah. No. You
I'm not a man. I'm a free man.
make a dexterity saving throw.
Thank goodness. I'm wearing my cloak, so I get advantage. And that's a natural 20.
Okay, so you don't take any force damage.
But
However, this sphere of translucent force has completely encapsulated you. And you're just like slowly rolling back, like
Jester!
2 of the guards come over to flank it. The other 3 continue their travel with the 2 members of the church. So those 5 then go into the dark room where you are, as one of them lights a torch to light up the chamber. Now you kind of quickly made your way through. This is a storage chamber, and the inside you can see there's a bunch of candles. There's a bunch of statues and things that are used in various ceremonies. There's a number of wooden kind of hanging rods that they place a lot of vestments on that are not used. They're kind of more formal and for formal events and celebrations and holidays. You have kind of put your way into a corner between one of these boxes and some of the raiments and hope that you won't be seen.
Yeah.
They're going to make a very thorough investigation of the room.
Okay, when they come in the room,
They begin to slowly look through. One of the members of the church, after the first 30 seconds of not finding anyone, darts off. So now there's only 4 in the chamber. He's going to look elsewhere. The Crown's Guard begin to peek through and lifting up pieces of equipment, lifting at the tops of what looks to be storage containers.
how big is the room?
The room's about 15 by 10 feet. It's not a very large room.
Big jeebies.
By the way, I only have advantage on stealth, not on saving
Okay,
throws.
so roll again.
So the first roll that I had rolled was 5, which adds up to a 12. So I will take damage.
You do. You take 5d4 points of force damage.
4.
5, 7, 8. You take 11 points of force damage.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
All right. So this is equivalent essentially to an Odaluk's resilience sphere. You're in a hamster ball, but the 2 guards that are right there are flanking it and holding it in place, so you can't move.
I cast blink on myself.
Okay. As one of them turns and just manages to pull the raiments aside, revealing your face. I found them. Wait. No, she was right. Or he was right. Spread out. And they all begin to kind of scatter out into the hallways now.
Okay.
You move.
Stealthily. If I... Yeah, because I can move, 10 feet with blink? Or can I...
You can reappear like 10 feet away. It's either 10 or 5.
Correct. Yeah, you
I never used
But
blink before.
you have to roll for it.
Correct. So, with blink, at the start of your next turn, you return within 10 feet of where you vanished. So.
But you got to roll 11 or higher. For you to even blink out in the first place.
Yep. So go ahead and roll.
Oh, GVs.
You got it.
You got this.
11 or
You
higher.
got this shit.
It's fine.
No problem.
8.
Oh!
Okay.
Why'd you have to say anything?
No, because you've been honest on that one.
Is the traveler happy with you yet?
So,
I mean, it feels like
your form flickers for a moment as the spell kicks in. However, you finish it. Spread out. You're right back in place. Wait, and they go ahead.
Charm person.
Cast charm person. All right.
At third level.
How many have I used?
Jesus, you're using every spell you have.
This is going to be an expensive problem to solve here.
Okay, so you can target 3 creatures at third level.
How many are in the room?
There are
3 in the room right now, right?
4 in the room total.
Are there?
Oh, no, because there's 2 guards against him, so there's 3.
The one after her.
After her, that's Crown's Guard.
And you
And
left-
no,
you lost one of them.
One left, so there are 4 in there.
Yeah.
There are 4 in there.
There's 3 Crown's Guard and 1 member of the house. Who do you attempt?
You can kill that guy.
Yeah, the Crown's Guard.
All right, so they have advantage on the save because you are technically in opposition on this one. So the first Crown's Guard with advantage, that's going to be a 14. What's the DC?
15.
15, he fails. The other one, the 2 6s in a row, fail. The third one, 2, and no, they all fail. Even with advantage.
The fuck out.
So the 3 Crown's Guards kind of come in and be like, have you seen where this person went? Apparently someone's masquerading as you.
Been looking everywhere for him. Can't find him anywhere. Maybe check that room with the candles on the other side of the hallway.
We'll go check. The 3 Crown's Guard turn around and rush off to find it while the member of the house, the half-elf familiar, is like, nobody, that's it! And is going to rush to try and grab you. Go ahead and roll another d20.
Just use your hand axe. Oh, wait. Whoa.
5.
5. Nope. It's going to go for a full grapple. It's an athletics check.
Can I? What? No, that's second level. I can cast it. I cast hold person on them.
Okay. That is going to be a 16. I believe that's a success.
Yes.
13 plus 3. However, it does come in and go to grapple you and hold you in place. So you're currently now being held in this form by the entity. You can try and break free by doing an acrobatic.
I try to break free.
Okay, try it.
Oh, God.
Just everybody think back to the stink eye Laura gave us on the hospital run.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
What do I add to this? What do I add?
Your athletics check.
My athletics?
I trying to help her graffiti us.
Sure. It's 12.
12, you are grappled.
God.
However, go ahead and roll another d20 because your blink spell is still active.
Oh. 20.
You vanish out of the grass. What? I didn't. How? Begins just pushing things over and looking around for wherever you may have gone.
There.
Next round, you appear 10 feet from where you were. Where do you want to appear?
Out the doorway.
You appear in the doorway. The 3 guard are in the other chamber, and they're currently, like, you can now see into the other room where you didn't run, and it looks to be the bed chambers of the actual Kumas, who is, you can hear me like, what's going on? I was trying to sleep. And they're like, sir, there's wait.
I take off running.
As you go running down the hallway at this point,
Would I blink again?
the 2 other Crown's Guard who are currently guarding Not, who is, you see now Not is encapsulated in this bubble and is like, ah! And they're and one of them is pulling out what looks to be chains and cuffs on them, and they're preparing to essentially arrest Not once this bubble goes away. They both turn around in the middle of the scuffle and see you running
Charm
towards
person,
them.
second level.
Jeez Louise.
With advantage, one of them succeeds. 2 17s in a row. The other
I know what I blink though.
The other one fails, a 7 and a 1. So one of them goes, just kind of looks at you and smiles. The one holding the chains for Not. The other one pulls a blade.
I walk in, like, slow down and walk up, like, oh, I heard somebody was impersonating me in here. Have you found them yet?
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
I'm bored.
16? This was supposed to go much quicker. I'm sorry, guys.
The blade is pulled out and just kind of goes, we're sorry, sir. We were called in here. There was apparently a disturbance, and we found this one. We're preparing arrest.
I saw your other guard friends running that direction. I think the impersonator was back there.
We'll go to. Hopefully, they'll go ahead and catch them. We have to wait for this one.
I heard them shouting for help, though. They were really shouting. shouting for a lot of help.
So the one you charmed goes, well, I'll go ahead and find out. And then walks over to help him while the one who was another charm just sits there and takes the chains from him and is now waiting for Nott to get out.
Ooh.
By the way, roll a d20.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go.
10. No, I'm still there.
Don't mind that.
Last chance. All alone.
The other person from the house comes by, the half elf, and says, "You fool! That's the one that's been." And now the actual herald of the house comes out. He's like, "What is?" He's got the pajamas on. He's like, "What's going? What is this?"
How do I get out of this? Can I cast Dispel Magic on Nott's bubble?
Go ahead and roll a d20.
God, you cast 19.
No, I haven't.
Add your wisdom modifier.
Oh, that's good. Oh my god, that's 20. What is that, 23? 22.
The bubble vanishes. Not you fall to your foot. The guy with the chains is going to go ahead and reach out and attempt to grapple you with them. All right, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. That was cocked.
Acrobatic?
Yes.
17.
17.
Oh my God.
15. You slip out of it in time. Roll a d20.
Oh, why am I playing again? Jesus.
You guys get out.
7.
7.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you're still there. You guys start bolting. At this point, you can hear footsteps coming from the other entrance hallway. Some more folks are coming in
God.
to join the chaos. What are you doing? Just full dash?
Full dash. Full dash?
Full dash, yes.
All right, Laura, roll
dash.
d20.
Oh, God. 12.
As you're running, Jester just disappears.
I don't know where she went.
Let's go.
I'm gonna run until I see No, I'm gonna run another 15 feet. Does anyone have eyes on me right now?
Everyone behind you have eyes on you, and you're about to come back into the center of the temple, where there are two hallways that exit to the front and the back. So the right and left both exit the temple, but you also hear footsteps coming from somewhere.
Oh my God.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Somewhere in another part of the city entirely, Caleb's going like, oh, that's interesting.
I will full dash and just get out of there and turn left.
Okay, using your bonus action, you just scoop past. You turn left, and you see two Crown's Guard that are just kind of approaching now, hearing this commotion. And you just scoop past and hey! And they're unable to catch up to you. You're too fast, but they're giving chase. Laura, you reappeared 10 feet from where you were.
No,
You're now kind of getting in the center of the temple, and there's the wave of people rushing towards you, and there's no two Crown's Guard rushing towards the direction where Nott is, and you see Nott just tearing ass away from.
You know in Matrix 2, that overhead shot of all the agents,
That's kind of what's happening right now.
into the center, so
Yeah.
I imagine just
Oh my God.
waves of agent
You still look like the Lord of the...
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got one more second level spell left. I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay, so now there are multiple copies of of the Herald of the House Kumaz. It's just an army of old dudes, old Dragonborn.
And I take off running towards wherever the smallest amount of people coming.
That
so
would
I
be
can
to
try
the right, the opposite
Yeah.
direction that Nott went.
Yeah.
All right, so you're charging that direction. All right, so you move the rest of your movement that way, 30 feet. Roll another d20.
I'm using all my 20s right here. 12! Shit!
2 steps.
Do my...
Wait,
do
they
my,
all blink out?
do
Yeah,
my
they all-
just blink out too?
Yeah, they
Oh
all
no!
because you're not present.
Oh God!
And so, Nott, you've at this point managed to make it out of the street. Now you're now out of the temple, and
Just gonna kind of duck behind something and look to see if Jester came out.
make a stealth check to see if you can manage to lose the folks that are chasing you
right.
into the street.
That you have advantage on.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, advantage on stealth.
So 25.
25?
25.
You manage to dodge over what looks to be a few rain barrels in the side, dart down one alleyway, and then circle around once, and then duck beneath a parked wagon, and you're pretty sure they've lost you, and they're now starting to scatter and give orders off in different directions. You've caused quite a commotion. Jester, you return into place. Your first time using Blink, and you're just like, oh God, what's happening?
Take off running again.
Mirror
What?
image is going.
Yeah, right? I'm gonna... Oh God, if I get a double dash, I can get farther away, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna try to double dash.
All right, so that's full 60 feet of movement as you're rushing down the other hallway. You hear the voices behind you shouting, "Oh, there he is! Keep going! How are there so many of them? What's going on?" Roll another d20.
Okay. Oh God. Okay. 5. Keep running.
You keep running. You make your way out now into the night air.
I drop blink.
Okay, you drop blink. Spell's gone.
I drop disguise self.
Okay. The guards are now rushing up, and they're coming to the edge of the exit, and they can see you now.
They can see me. Okay, can they still see me? Can I like turn a corner and drop disguise self?
You could try, but they still have eyes trained on you.
Oh God. I'm not going to drop disguise self then. I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
As I want to do it as soon as I'm out of eye shot for like a split
Yeah,
second.
you gotta try and find a way to break eye contact with them, but they're pretty trained on you right now.
Ooh, can I invoke duplicity? No, I already did. I did it twice.
You do get it twice. You get channel divinity twice.
Yeah. So I want to invoke duplicity again.
Invoke duplicity again.
Oh wait! I have something where I can go like turn invisible.
That's right. You just got that. The new.
Just got it.
Okay. What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
use it.
Okay. So is it called Cloak of Shadows? I think?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So as they're chasing you, you channel divinity. You give a silent little whispered prayer to the traveler to give you the opportunity to escape.
Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me.
You vanish. You're invisible for the next 6 seconds.
I run as fast as I can and then like turn a corner.
Okay. And so with that, you go ahead and duck around into what looks to be a little nook on the outside of some sort of an abode or home that is placed here, just on the outside of the temple. In that moment, go ahead and make a stealth check. With advantage because you're invisible.
Natural 20.
Okay. You hear the voices of the crowd going on like, what? Where? Just spread out. Where did you see them go? I didn't see. They just vanished. This is ridiculous. We're all going to get in serious trouble if we don't find them.
Oh my God.
And so they all begin to scatter about, and you begin to kind of weave your way through some of the nearby alleyways into the shadows of the night. That invisibility completely cut off their eye line to keep following you.
Got the spell
Oh my
slots
God.
left?
I do. I'm going to just change disguise self and make myself look like a little beggar, like human girl.
Okay.
And I'm just going
And
to walk.
with that, you manage to slowly blend back into the night chaos, and
That is easily the most fucked 2 characters have ever been to a full reversal.
Yeah.
That is the deepest
up.
fuckage we've ever dipped a toe in.
Not since Scanbo, I think, has there ever been.
Yeah.
Oh,